Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate and here's another grocery haul, and again this is an Asda delivery. I hope that this video finds you safe and well and that everything's okay where you are. We're having quite a lockdown situation in Wales here, but luckily our county is okay at the moment, but most of South Wales is in lockdown, and when you are in lockdown in Wales, as I'll talk about a bit later, you can't really go out of the county or anything, so it's a very weird situation again, so I hope everything's all right with you. So this is quite a big haul actually, because there's a lot of meat and fish and things that are freeze in there, and it's the one after we've come back off our holiday. We went to the Lake District, and if you saw my meals of the week, which was out on Wednesday, you'll see a bit of the Lake District, and just be prepared for more Lake District spam. Anyway, let's have a look. Again, it's a live version. Here we are for another Asda shopping haul. So this is another delivery, more successful than the last one. I didn't have to send as much back, although I did have to send some stuff back, but they didn't get it quite as wrong as they did last time. Quite a big delivery this time because I needed to catch up on a few things. Plus I've got some things for some chutney that I'm going to be making, and yeah, let's have a look at what we've bought this week, and then once we've done that I will let you know how much I spent. Okay, so quite a lot of meat and fish this week, so this is quite an expensive haul. So we've got 2 pieces of this cod loin, which is really lovely. I'm not sure what we'll do with that, but what I'm going to do with it first of all is freeze it, and we'll probably have that next week, not this week. It's not on the meal plan, and there will be a meal plan after this. Then this was on a 3 for £10 offer, and I didn't want 3 pieces of fish, so I bought this piece of steak. My husband doesn't really like steak very much, but I do. So I thought I'd buy this, and then I've got some fish, some salmon here, which he would have when I have this steak, but I should probably freeze this because it's for the 1st of October, but this has got quite a longer date on the 12th of October, so I'll just keep that in the fridge. Then a whole chicken, which I'm going to just be roasting and having with some roast veg and things for Sunday. And then I did manage to get hold of some free range breast fillets. I ordered some free range thighs as well, but they didn't send those, so I sent what they sent me back. Again, these have got quite a short date on, so I'll be freezing these, and I repackage them just to give a bit more room in the freezer. And then again, I've ordered 500 grams of the 5% fat mince, which is just useful for everything. But they've sent 2 lots of 250, but oh no, they haven't. Actually, these are 500 grams. They don't look like 500. Did I order 2? I must have done. Anyway, I've got 2. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry. That's the trouble with live, isn't it? Anyway, so this is £2.59, and if that is 500 grams, it doesn't look it, but if it is, that's quite a good deal, isn't it? Maybe that's why I ordered 2. Sorry, waffling. Then some turkey mince, and this is 500 grams, and that just looks way bigger than that. I don't know, maybe it's just how they package it. Anyway, so some lean turkey mince, and again that will go in the freezer, and it's really useful, and I'll probably make something like burgers or meatballs with that. Then some of our usual lacto-free milk, and thank goodness we're back to skimmed milk this week, because semi-skimmed is just vile, really horrible. I just hate it. Then some of our yogurts, the more light ones, and again 3 lots of these super clems or sweet clems or whatever, because we just eat those. We have a couple of those each day, so they soon go. Then I ordered the light mozzarella, and they obviously hadn't got that in stock, so they sent this as a sub, which I've accepted, and this is 77 calories per 30 gram portion, and I think the light version was like 54 calories or something, so you know, not much difference. And I'm going to be using that, as you'll see on the meal plan, to make a tian, which is a vegetarian dish with rice and obviously mozzarella. And then in the way of sandwich meat, some Wiltshire cured ham, a couple of packs of that because we're quite liking that, and that's got quite a long date on, and also some butter roasted turkey breast, which is nice. And then some of this Gruyere cheese, which is, well, it says firm and fruity nuttiness. I'm sure it is. Anyway, again, I'm going to be using some of that in the tian as well. I think this is made with unpasteurized milk, but none of us have to be careful about that sort of thing. But I think that you need to be careful if you've got either some kind of special diet or maybe you're pregnant or something, which I am not. I think that's obvious by my age. Anyway, some Cathedral City Towers. We're enjoying using these, and I now know, thank you to everyone, this is SpongeBob SquarePants and this is Patrick Star. Hello, Patrick. Yeah, so I feel like I'm in the know now. Thank you to everybody who answered my question on that. Then some bananas, and then some onions, and I've got 2 kilos of onions this week because I'm going to be making chutney, because the tomatoes in the greenhouse are just not ripening. I have got some on the windowsill to see if they'll ripen, but I'm going to make a big batch of green tomato chutney, which I will film. And then for the green tomato chutney, I needed cooking apples, and I couldn't get any, so I just bought a couple of bags of these apples from Asda. We don't really have apples normally in this house because for some reason apples and kiwi fruit give me the most horrendous, I mean, like really well, it just like stops me in my tracks, pain in my tummy. I really just don't know why, but apples and kiwi fruit do that to me when they are raw, but I can eat them cooked, and so they'll be all right in this chutney. So anyway, that's a long waffle on about apples, more waffling, and so that will be for the chutney. Then some broccoli, I'm going to be having that with the chicken, and then some gnocchi, and this again is a really early date, just the 28th of the 9th, so I'm going to be freezing that because apparently you can freeze it. I wouldn't freeze it once it was cooked, but it says you can freeze it there, so that's what I'm going to do. Then some of these white flesh nectarines for, again, the freezer, and again, not the freezer, the fridge. I put those in the fridge and they last for a while and they're good on cereals. And then some melon. This is a cantaloupe melon. So after last week's excess on holiday, I'm going to be trying to lose the few pounds that I put on, and so I'm going to be eating plenty of fruit and fresh vegetables and things this week, and I will then lose the small amount of weight that I put on really easily, hopefully. Then I have got a net of red onions, I'm sorry if I've said that before, and then some spring onions for some salad, and this is to go with the tian I am making, and then some little gem lettuce, and also some cabbage, and that will be probably for the chicken. Then some micro rice, as you know, we use that instead of the ordinary rice because I'm not very good at cooking it for some reason, and also it's just so convenient. And really, if you are calorie counting and there are 2 of you or even 4 of you, because you could use 2 packets, it's just a fabulous way of making sure that you don't eat too much, of portion control. Because we use one of these packets and I have 100 grams and my husband has the rest of it, so I have, you know, roughly 1/3 and he has 2/3. It's not quite that, but anyway, that's the way that it works for us, and it's really good on portion control. Then I'm getting this Tilda Caribbean rice and peas again, and that was really lovely, so I bought a couple of packs of that. The first time I got it, it was in the middle aisle at Aldi, but I got this from Asda, so it's obviously part, you know, it's out there. It's not anything special anymore. So I think these were £1 each, whereas these micro rices, they're 35p each at the moment on offer at Asda. Then some tomatoes, and there's quite a big pack of those because I'll be having those with salad, and also with a dish that my husband's going to be making, which is a rice-based dish. Then some figs, because it is fig season and I absolutely love figs. They are gorgeous, and I have them on cereals, And also just they're really nice cooked as well. So one of the people who I have met through Instagram, her name is Claire, and it's Skeets Eats, I think, is her Instagram handle, but I will link it down below. Anyway, she does some lovely food, and she's such a lovely lady, and she lives in Leicester, and she's got she bought some figs for the first time, so I just recommended to her that a lovely thing to do with these is wrap them in Parma ham and then cut them crossways after cutting the top off, and then squeeze them so they're like a flour, and then just put a little bit of cheese in, any kind of cheese, goat's cheese or whatever, and then a sprinkling of chili flakes and little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper. And then if you roast those in the oven, they are really lovely. Anyway, waffling, like I said, I'll link Claire's Instagram down below. Then I have got the garlic. How can you not know what garlic is? Anyway, so I've got garlic and then a cucumber, and I've got a big bag of potatoes, and that will be for a soup that we're doing this week, but also to have with the chicken. Then some celery, again for the rice dish, some black-eyed beans, because just for the stock cupboard really, because they're just really useful and really nice. I'd never had them before, and then I did a bean recipe with them, and I think they are one of my favourite beans. Can you have favourite beans? I've got favourite beans. Anyway, and then I've got some sweet corn for a recipe. And in terms of snackage this week, we've got some French fries, some oven baked crisps, some Cheetos, which are one of my favourites, and then some individual bags of Doritos, and my husband really likes those. Then over there we've got some gluten-free spaghetti, and I've got 4 bottles of cider vinegar, which might seem excessive in any shopping haul really, but that's actually for the chutney that I'm making, the green tomato chutney. And then at the back there I have got a can of corned beef, because they're just really useful. And then I bought a couple of packs of these bacterial gel things, just to have in your car or your handbag or your pocket or whatever when you're out and about, because it's just getting really scary again, isn't it? I mean, we live in Wales, and pretty much the whole of South Wales is now in lockdown. And in Wales, I think it's different in England, but in Wales, if you're in lockdown, you're not supposed to leave your county, and you're not supposed to go into those counties either, unless you have a really good reason for doing so, like work or school, or I think there's also a caring thing if you have to care for someone. But yeah, so it's getting really horribly scary again. I just don't like it, and it just feels worse this time, because last time we had, you know, summer was round the corner and sunshine and all that, and now, oh, I just anyway, it's terrifying. Then some mixed spice. I'm a real jolly soul today. Sorry everyone. Anyway, some mixed spice. Yes, let's be jolly. That's going to go in the chutney for the long winter nights. And then some eggs. So these are large free range eggs, and this is from a company called Ellis, and they've got white shells, which doesn't matter. But what does matter, and Ellis, I am very angry with you. Why have you got a plastic? Why are you using a plastic pot to put your eggs in when you could just use the cardboard ones, which can be so easily recycled, when hard plastic can't be as recycled as easily? I just don't understand why you would do that. I can only imagine its cost. Well, don't, Ellis, don't. Go back to cardboard. Anyway, consider yourself told off, Ellis eggs. Right, rant alert. And then some hay fever and allergy relief tablets, some paracetamol and some plasters, because I need them, even though we've got no children in this house. I'm quite clumsy. And then some caramelised onion chutney. We've had this before, and this is really lovely, especially on corned beef. I will be having like my own body weight in green tomato chutney soon, but until that arrives, I'll be using this. Then I've got milk chocolate mini rice cakes as per. Then some asparagus tips, our usual Tunnocks tea cakes, which are just lovely. Just lovely. Then the pancakes for my husband, 3 packs of those. You can still only buy 3 packs of those in Asda. What? I don't understand why they are limiting the packs that you can buy of pancakes. Then some chopped tomatoes. I've gone for these Napolina ones this time because the Asda ones, they're okay, but they feel a bit wishy-washy. So I thought if I got these might be a bit better. And then my usual now loaf of crustless bread, which is 45 calories per slice in the wholemeal variety. It's just really nice. And then also some gluten-free bread for my husband. And look, seriously, happy Christmas. Good God, it's not even October. Twinings, what are you doing? Happy Christmas. So I'm shouting at everybody. Ellis, you're in trouble. Twinings, you're in trouble. Anyway, and I hope we do have a happy Christmas, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a weird one this year. Anyway, some all-purpose cloths, then some more seeded loaf from gluten-free, not from gluten-free, Shah gluten-free loaf, some British carrots, some sultanas, again, that is for the chutney. Then some penne pasta, some toilet roll. I've just gone for 4. I'm not going mad. I'm not buying 48 rolls of toilet roll or anything. Then some comfort, which I needed, and then some anti-bac and shine spray. A hand of bananas, which couldn't fit over by the vegetables. Some kitchen towels because we're nearly out. And also some Persil, which I needed as well. And then some frozen Yorkshire puddings. So, yeah. Anyway, I just want to tell you the reason I like the Aldi version of washing powder, but my sister, she uses this and she uses this as well. And I don't know whether this is going to sound weird, but I use the same thing because then our washing smells the same. So I get this is making me quite emotional, this is ridiculous. So I get a kind of comfort from the fact that our washing smells the same. Does that sound ridiculous? Because we live so far apart. She lives in England and I live in Wales, so I don't see her very often, especially now. So yeah, having our washing that smells the same, that kind of helps. Oh my goodness, someone's going to report me for being a lunatic. I'm shouting at brands and I am waffling on about that. Anyway, so I can see I've been banging on about my shopping for over 17 minutes now, which is just ridiculous. So I am so sorry about that. But apparently people like the live versions. Yeah, I hope you do. Anyway, so that was the shopping this week. It's a big one, and I will tell you how much that came to in a minute. And there's a few things that I'm going to film from there. So I'm going to film the making of the tian. I'm going to film the chutney, and there might be a couple of other things I'll do from the rest of the meat. Anyway, so I'll tell you in just a short while how much I spent. So all of this came to £160.83. Now I know that sounds like quite a lot of money, but obviously we've got things for the chutney in there and also some big ticket items like the tea bags and also the washing liquid and things. So not too bad overall, and lots to freeze to put in the freezer. So yeah, £160.83. So let's have a look at the meals that we're going to be having this week. So I'm going to be starting on Sunday. We're going to have chicken and roast veg. And then on Monday, I'm going to be doing chicken pasta of some description, probably. And then Tuesday, what we call Cajun gumbo, which is called Cajun combo, really. Then I'm going to be doing tian with salad, which I'll do a recipe for, paprika and potato soup. And then on Friday, if we go to the caravan, we'll be having lentil bake and veg. and Saturday we'll be having Cornish pasty and veg out of the freezer at the caravan, and that is if we go. It depends very much on the weather. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of the video. Another shopping haul. Sorry for all the ranty bits in the middle of it. I think that's what happens when I do it live. You know, you get the full-on rant. So sorry for that, but that's just how it is. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't, then I'm sure you'll join in and give it a thumbs down. Whatever, it's all engagement, as they say. Anyway, if you are already a subscriber, thanks so much for that, and if you're not, there'll be a button coming up soon and you could press that and perhaps join our Kitchens by Family for hauls, meals of the week, and of course recipes. Anyway, you stay safe. Keep yourself to yourself, look after yourself, stick to the rules, and I'll see you on the next one. Look forward to it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.